What's up, good people? Welcome to the new world and welcome to another video tutorial. For today's lesson, I'll try to teach you how to play your bass guitar using only 2 chords. Very easy song. It's a Congolese song, and then I will show you what is the chord, which is only 2, but how can it be groovy while you are playing those 2 chords. But before we start and before I can show you how to play, I'd like you to subscribe to the channel, to like, to share, to comment, and it's gonna be highly appreciated. And then from now on, I have started to now put on the playlist my instrumental. So if you wanna practice the instrumental, they're gonna be uploaded in the instrumental playlist, and then you can find it there for free so that you can practice. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for everything you keep on doing for me, and I appreciate it. Let's start the lesson. Alright, let's start this tutorial. For today's lesson, we're gonna be in the key of G sharp, or I can say A flat, which is your 4th fret, and then on your E string. But now, for this specific song, we're not gonna be using so much of the G sharp major. We're gonna be using its 4th and its 5th. So basically the song only has 2 chords, as I mentioned. So it's only we're using the 4 and the 5. This is the only thing that we are using. So it's quite easy. If you're a beginner, you can start with this video and then you're not gonna go wrong. It's an old song, and I just hope that it's gonna sound nice even coming from the recording straight from my phone. So it's just playing the 4 and the 5. So let me just demonstrate. Then 5, then 4 again, 5. You see, so if you're a beginner, you can be able to play. So you are just playing 4 and then 5. So if you are in your G sharp major, so this is the 1, and then this is the 4, and then this is the 5. So you're just using the 4 and the 5, and then you're good to go. So let's do it again. You can play the lower one, 5, 4. But now, the more you play like this, it becomes boring. So you need to add some spice and to come up with a groove, because there's a drum playing in the background. So obviously playing 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, it becomes boring to the listener. So now you must come up with a groove. There are a lot of grooves that you can do, which I might not even be able to play them, but I'm just going to show you what I've been doing. And if you have another groove that you can add on this, no problem, you can go ahead. So what do I do here? Firstly, you must know your octaves. So you know your target chord, they are the 4 and the 5. So what is the octave higher and the octave lower? So now the octave higher, it's going to be this one down here. You see? And then on the 5th, you're playing also. But now if you want to play an octave lower, so obviously I'm replacing my index finger with my pinky. So I'm playing. And then now let's use the octave in the song, and then let's hear how it sounds. Octave now. Octave higher, né? Octave lower. see, this is the octave higher and octave lower, but still there's still not groove in that. Now let's now try to do coming now with a groove, knowing that I can go higher with the octave or I can play lower. You see, now what I'm doing is I'm playing the fifth, and then it's fifth, and then it's octave lower. What do I mean by the fifth? So this is the fifth of G sharp, and then I'm playing what is the fifth of this fifth. You're just going up, and then you play now the lower fifth. I hope it makes sense. And then this is the same thing that I'm doing on the fourth. I'm playing the fourth, and then I'm playing what is the fourth of what is the fifth of this fourth, which is the G sharp, and then I'm playing it fourth lower. So you see already now you have a groove already. So now coming with the song, now you can also try to do it higher. Now you can combine. You see, you are combining both. You are combining the higher one, and then you can be able to combine even the lower one at the same time. So this is basically what I've been doing. So I can do. So now it's also one of something you can come up with. So instead of doing, but now you are just like tackling before coming to the target note. So you are doing. Let's do it in the song. Beautiful thing also to do. So I'm doing the same thing, but just going almost like a step behind. So to play before coming to the fifth, I'm playing obviously the four. Then also doing the same thing on the four. I'm playing the B open. Then I'm playing the fifth again. You see, quite easy. You can also use that. And then lastly, what you can add into your groove, it's gonna be the sliding of going a 3 and the 4 and then the 3 of the fifth. Let me explain myself on that one. So knowing what is your 4 on the song and the fifth. So on the 4, what is the 3 of this 4? So if you change this 4 becoming a 1, so obviously it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. You see, so there is your 4, which is the F. And then when you are on your fifth, if you change your fifth becoming your 1, 1, 2, 3. What is your 3? Then your 3 becomes your G. So now you know on the 4 you can play your F, you can add there, and then on your fifth you can add your G. But now by sliding it. Now let's try to do it with the instrumental. see, this is what I'm doing. So you're just sliding. So you can put now everything now together from what you started with. High one. Now sliding. You see, quite easy to play, and then you can do it by your house.